Okay, so this means that my B.Ed graduates can definitely look into this program. Now, I just want to understand in terms of English teaching, because with the JET program, it seems a bit more different to like your EPIK, teaching in Korea program, simply because when I was looking up a lot of the JET program people, I'm seeing a lot of them be more so international relations graduates. And so now I'm trying to understand in terms of the English teaching, where does that then come into play? Because what I'm gathering from what you're saying is there seems to be more of a trying to be an ambassador for your country when you're at that side. So it's not solely just about, I'm a teacher, I'm coming in to teach English. And yeah, so I sort of want you to explain to us, what does it entail being on the program? What does it mean? What is your day to day on the program as an English teacher or teacher assistant? Please just explain, what do you guys do basically?
Yeah, absolutely. So it's actually a job. Sometimes some people could look at your life and they think, "Oh, you're taking a vacation." No, I have
Yeah,
to work for my salary like everybody else. So,
of course.
so the day to day is you are a public employee basically because it's funded by the government, so by taxpayers, by Japanese taxpayers, and so you are under a public employee contract, and so this you work at a school, right? So you are an assistant language teacher for the foreign
Okay.
department or the foreign language department, so the English department. You are kind of hired to as a native English speaker to really help promote the language, help promote the culturalization as well. Because Japan is such an island country, right? And like, historically, it was isolated from the world, I think, because of the wars and everything. But now that they've kind of
Yeah.
opened themselves up to the world, and it's still very isolated, and so it's like 98% only Japanese people. And so I think the government is like, okay, well, because they're part of the G7, this is very political, but because they're part of that and they world players,
Yeah.
they I think the fourth or the third largest, biggest economy, so they have to be able to speak English, and so that's why they're like, well, okay, fine, let's kind of attract foreign talent to kind of help our kids from grassroots level, learn English, and so that's where we come in, right? And the cultural
Okay.
ambassador aspect comes in where you are in the classroom and you have to kind of promote or make relationships between my country and Japan, or where I come from and Japan, just so that
Okay.
it promotes friendship on a bigger level. However, the day to day, like I said, you are a public employee and you are employed to kind of teach the language or English. So my work day was from Monday to Thursday. So on the JET program, you can work only 4 days out of 5 days. So
Wow.
you have, yeah, you have maybe like out of your work week, so out of 5 days, you can only work 4 days and you can choose your holidays. So for me, I work from Monday to Thursday because the previous JET also worked that way. So I would have like Friday, Saturday, Sunday as a holiday, as a weekend rather. But for some jets, you could maybe take Tuesday off and then work Monday, Wednesday, Thursday,
In the
Friday,
other days.
right? And
Okay.
your work week starts like everybody else's. Like I said, it is a full time job, so you work from 8:30
Yeah.
until 5. And that's you with lessons back to back, creating materials, creating you part like they give you textbooks, right? They give you a set curriculum,
Yeah.
just like you have in South Africa, like CAPS or IEB or Cambridge or whatever. And you make materials.
Okay.
You prepare students to take English tests. You prepare students to take examinations for university. Well, it depends which level you are at. Because I taught high
Yeah.
school, and so
Okay.
when I'm in high school, the primary objective is to get the high school students into university, right?
Okay.
And so
Yeah.
it's preparing them to enter examinations and to take the English proficiency test and those types of things. So basically, I'd go to work, open my computer, print out presentations, print out lessons, make sure that we have material that is ready to teach the English textbook, and also English expression on the side. So that's like your speech writing, your poetry writing. It depends on the level as well, but it's really
Yeah.
I basically had the job of an actual teacher. Like my English teachers in high
Yeah.
school, I was them. Yes, and
Okay.
I also prepare students to, take speech tests. So maybe after school I would stay behind and coach the students with their speeches, so that, when we have regional speech competitions, I'd basically help my school my school kids with that. And so that's how my work week would look every single day and every single week. But also because, well, I guess let me touch on the cultural perspective a little bit. It's not too much, but
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is there. Like you feel it.
Please, yeah.
I was the only foreign teacher in my school. So everyone else was Japanese, and I was the only foreign teacher in the school. So that within that, that is essentially culturalization. Like
Yeah.
I am the representative of South Africa. When they look at me, they're like, South
Great.
Africans behave like this. South Africans eat like this. South Africans. So I have to be on my best behavior. I can't be like cackling and laughing my head. Well, I guess I can,
Yeah,
because South
if
Africans laugh
that's
like that.
you, I
But
mean,
like yeah. So
yeah.
I am a representative.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I am a representative with my country. I basically have to act in a way that is in good faith and goodwill, and represents my country in good light as well. Yeah, and also, don't do illegal things, because, like I said, you are a public employee, and this is a government
Yeah.
organization. So it's a treaty between Japanese government and South African government.
But I love how you went in depth, because I think for me, I really just wanted to get this understanding, and also obviously for the people who are watching, more so our educators in South Africa, when they think of pursuing this opportunity, they need to know if it will align with sort of the work they're looking to